Hello folks, well it's a bit of news. There's this community nurse and she offered, like this old lady, she said, would you like me to pray for you, see? Well anyway, this old lady reported it to the sister who came the following day and said somebody might find that offensive, see? So now, this nurse, this community nurse has been suspended from her job pending investigation. Hold on a minute. Just think about this. When you're at work, yeah, there's all sorts of things you might say to people that might offend other people. You might express that you like fishing, and somebody might say, oh, that's cruel. I'm offended by the fact that you've mentioned fishing. Right. Yeah. We're going to suspend everybody. Everybody's got to say something at some stage that one of their colleagues or one of their customers might well find offensive. Ridiculous. This lady's a nurse. She deserves a medal, not a blooming investigation. And what are we wasting all the money for? An investigation. Because she said, oh, would you like me to pray for you? I mean, excuse me, but all you have to do is politely, if you don't want somebody to pray for you, all you do is politely say, that's very kind of you to think of me like that, but no thank you very much. That's all you do, just politely say no thank you. She wasn't. It's ridiculous. I've suspended her pending an investigation. What kind of people? This is in the National Health Service. What kind of people have we got working in the National Health Service? Excuse me? No. It'd be nice if you could do that with the government, wouldn't it? Oh, excuse me, please, civil servant. I find the government offensive. Oh dear, they've offended you, have they? We will stop the government from working, and we will start an investigation. I mean, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? Cool. I mean, if we stop the government working, cool. That might actually have a positive benefit. But, yeah, the argument was with this lady. She said, oh well, yeah, but she mentioned something that wasn't connected with health, because obviously religion, see. And you think, well, hold on a minute. There's a lot of people feel that if somebody else prays for them, gives them a positive mental attitude, doesn't it? They think, oh, well, that's nice, that nice person's going to pray for me, and that gives them a positive. That means that they feel that they, psychologically, and we know that the certain mental attitudes can actually make the difference between people getting better and getting worse. So you could say that if somebody was of a religious persuasion and somebody else offered to pray for them, that might actually give them a health benefit. Same as if I went along to talk to somebody and I started talking about fishing, they might say, oh, I don't think that I agree with that nasty, putting them nasty hooks in them fish. On the other hand, it might be somebody that used to love fishing and can't, and is now sort of perhaps been ill and stuff, and you start talking to them, that makes them feel better because they can reminisce a bit and whatever, and you have a, yeah, and that might actually give them the push they need to get back better again, and so they can go fishing again. These control freaks out there, they've got nothing better to do. I mean, I'm not saying that there haven't been a few religious, should we call it organised religion, because organised generally means somebody's after some power somewhere, isn't it? obviously organised religion has been as bad in the other way of saying, oh, you can't not believe. So, so I suppose it's sort of, don't get too uppity about it, but even so, you go from one extreme to the other, don't we? We go 1 minute, oh, if you don't believe, you get the old Inquisition after you, and now we're at the other end of the extreme. Whereas if you do believe, you get the control freak Inquisition after you. Why can't we just all get along with each other and just be polite and say, well, that's your belief or that's not your belief? Thank you very much. You know, thank you, please, whatever. Just be polite to each other and accept that we all have our different views and different religions and different politics and stuff like that, and just accept it instead of trying to dictate, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt do that. It's human nature that if you're interested in something, you get talking to somebody, whether they're a customer, a patient, a colleague at work. It's human nature, you're going to talk about things, not just completely work related. When you're at work, you don't always just 100% talk about work-related things. We're human beings, not machines. Anyway, in the rant, but it's ridiculous, isn't it? Nurse, suspended, because all she did was try and be nice to somebody and say, excuse me, would you like me to pray for it? It's ridiculous, folks. Absolutely blooming ridiculous. Right, thank you very much. I have complained to the particular NHS of whatever it was, district or whatever they are. I've said to them, here, I don't think that's on. I told them. I did. So, so ridiculous. Anyway, I better not go. Cheers for now.